What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azriel's Gaming. So we are jumping into a new demo today. I think this came out back in October, and this game is called Shutter Story. Now, I was looking for something to play on Steam, and, I just happened to stumble upon this, and it really piqued my interest. And the information on Steam says, examine a family's photo album to reveal signs of the paranormal. As the horror unfolds in the house around you, their fate is in your hands. Now, seeing the photos and, the trailer that was on Steam, this game really reminded me of Home Safety Hotline. And if you have seen that or haven't seen it, I did play that game on my channel. It was one of those where people called you about the things that went bump in the night in their homes. And you had to figure out what was in their home by the information that they gave you and tell them how to deal with it accordingly. I played that as well as the DLC that they added on. So if you would like to check that out, go through my videos and you will see it there. But this one reminded me of it because we're going to be looking at photos of this family because a friend of ours, Eli, he brings us in and says that, something is haunting his family, basically. And he wants us to help him look into it. So before we jump in and get started, I want to remind you, I do have memberships available here on my channel. So if you like these games that I play and you want to be one of the first people to see that, if you sub to the Elite Red Sister tier, you get that ability to be able to do that. And, you'll get the video before anybody else does, and then it releases for everybody usually the next day. I release them usually within the evening, sometimes in the afternoon, so you get them a while before anybody else does. But I have 3 levels, whichever would work for you. If you're interested in, helping me out with my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. If you can't do a membership, it's like I've said in the past, just being here and watching my videos, hitting that like button, hyping up my video, that helps my channel out just as much as the membership. And, I'm just glad you're all here. So let's go ahead and start the demo. And I gotta say, I like the music too. Hopefully, YouTube doesn't have an issue with it. But we all know how YouTube feels about copyrights. Okay, so knock. What, did I just stand up all of a sudden? Oh, did I get up on my tiptoes? Oh, hey. Thank God you're here. I've been waiting. Hi, welcome. Come in. Why are you making your friend wait outside? Come, we've been waiting for you. Hey there, son. Good to see you. Hey, come take a seat. I want to talk to you. Okay, well, I want to look around your... Hey, Eli, somebody shit on your wall. That is wild looking. Somebody had the chili. Take a look around here. Got some photos. I wonder if these are the photos we're going to be looking at. Oh, it's a doggy photo. Why is it sideways? Psychological analysis, a lot of books. Got some brains in this house. Stocks recovery in 2002. Oh wow, so we are far in the past. Oh, I went through the blinds. Stuck my face through the blinds. It's windy outside. Like it. Oh, is he staring at me? He was looking at me and then he looked away. That was wild. Oh, he's a little baby. Hi, little baby. He's so cute. Dude, you look like Caden Alenko. Oh, it's Grandma. Hi, Gam Gam. Where'd Mom go? Oh, Mom's in the kitchen. Ooh, are you making something to eat? I'm staying for dinner. What are you making? You got a pot over there? Okay. Oh, God. Okay, Eli. Fine. I will sit down. Fine. I just want to look around. Did you get it? Yep. Will it work? The reviews look good. Relax. I know this photography stuff. I know how it works. Food's ready, everyone. Oh, God. Oh, no. Ugh, great timing. It's the fuse again. I'll get it. Sorry about that. I don't know what's wrong with this house lately. Maybe it's the person staying on your wall. Just saying. Everything just keeps breaking down all the time. It really drives me up the wall. This spot of mold, for instance. A few nights ago, it just appeared out of nowhere. Lady, if that is mold, I'm Mother Teresa, okay? I'm just saying. Because if you got a black mold problem like that, you shouldn't even be living in the house. But that is not mold. That looks like a person. I've got some bleach. So that's my Sunday sorted, I guess. Come on, I'm sure he doesn't want to hear about our household issues. I still watch the game. You mind turning the TV off for a bit? It's important. The market might finally recover this year. What's her name? She's Lily. She's 5 months old now. Tell you what, kid, never have children. It's a lot of responsibility. Don't say that. Ignore him. He's just sleep deprived. I mean, she's 5 months. She should be sleeping through the night by now. I'm just saying. See what I mean? It's your family. It's worth every bit of energy you put into it. I know, sis. I know. Eli was telling me earlier that you're into photography. Okay, so this is her brother, and is that his kid? And then the other guy's the dad. Okay. And photo editing, photo manipulation, that kind of stuff. Oh, we just said photo manipulation. That's probably not a good thing, especially if we're going to look at photos. I want to take a photograph that is remembered years from now. Capture something that no one else has ever before. Ambitious. I respect that. Your friend here has taken up the tuba. He's a little off key, but at least it'd be easy to find him if he ever got lost. Shush. I'm so proud of him. I've always wanted to learn music, but never had the time. Shall we head in? Ah, yes. You two have plans to try out a new game, don't you? A game? No, actually, it's a software that a soft game. Yes. A software game. Come on, let's go. Oh, Eli, we lying to our parents? Not telling them what we're really doing in there? Come on. It's in my bedroom. Oh, man. That's wild. Damn piece of shit. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Shoo now. I'd rather you didn't see this until the wall's all cleaned up. Okay, well, good luck with that, Mama. Hey, Gma, don't talk. Look, Eli, your dad's hot. I'm just saying. It's risky, but it's also stupid to not do it. You can't play it safe all the time. What? Oh, hey, kid. How's it going? Milk bottle at 6 p.m., bed by 7, or was it 8 p.m.? I should call home and ask again. Oh, he must be, like, visiting. Okay, so they don't all live together. Because I was going to say, do they all live in this? Oh, God, I have Sprint. Oh, God, I have Sprint. I don't like that. Oh, we baby-proof the stairs so we can't go upstairs. Oh, my God, this is always so freaking dark. Door's locked. Door's locked. Ghost? Hello, Ghost. Oh, God, I have a bad feeling about this. I'm probably going to wish I hadn't played this game. A nice kitchen, though. A little small, but I like it. Dude, Eli, your room's boring except for one side of the room. Oh, God, it's real loud by the window. Oh, we got a family tree. Okay, so we have Eli Wells, August 22nd, 1987. Marianne Wells, March 12th, 1961. Robert Wells, June 25th, 1960. Caroline Wells, October 25th, 1963. Then Sylvia Wells, September 9th, 1937, and Edward Wells, July 12th, 1935. Then we have a Thomas Morgan, August 16th, 1963, and Jen Lee Morgan, September 6th, 1964, and Lily Lee Morgan. Wow, what a name. Lily Lee. Lily. May 29th, 2002. Okay, so she was just born this year. Right? Because they said 2002, so May, June, July, August, September, October. So it's October. Oh, it's spooky season in this game. Helen Morgan, February 4th, 1943. Raymond Morgan, January 17th, 1938. November 2nd to 1999. Okay, so that's Grandma. Margaret Morgan, June 4th, 1940. Arthur Morgan, August 15th, 1940. Arthur Morgan? Isn't that the name of the character in Red Dead 2? Oh, wow, this goes up. Okay, so Edith Morgan, 1914 to January 12th, 1955. Walter Morgan, March 19th, 1910 to April 27th, 1957. Clara Morgan, October 4th, 1886, August 4th, 1953. I was going to say, wait, 4th, but hers is February 4th. And then Elias Morgan, 1884 to October 12th, 1949. Okay, so we don't have pictures for them, and I think I read these, Harold Wells and Beatrice Wells. I wonder if, as we look at photos, if these will fill in. It'd be kind of interesting to see. Side note, A Whole New Life. Bloody Title. Best comic book, looks like Conan. Noir. Horror. And we got a printer. Okay, let's talk to Eli. All right, tell me, what's going on? It started a few weeks ago. Well, now that I think about it, small things have been happening for the past year. It's always objects that seem to rearrange themselves. My room seems to basically clean itself. I mean, that's not a bad thing. I wish that would happen in my life. At first I thought it was my mom, but it happens even when no one else is home. You're making me wish I was being haunted instead. It's not funny. At night I can hear sounds, as if the walls are alive and are talking to each other, planning something. And what my mom said, things keep breaking down constantly. Mold appears and then disappears a few days later. One day I saw like a dozen worms swimming in the toilet water. Oh God, that's gross. I wouldn't be able to use that toilet ever again. When I came back with Dad, they were gone. And then the photos. I was flipping through our album yesterday and I swear I saw something. But when I went back to it, it was gone. I couldn't find it again. My parents think I'm imagining things. Too many horror movies, they say. You told them? I tried. They won't listen. So now you're my only hope. If we show them some proof, something in the photos, then maybe. Yeah, if we do find something, that would be pretty conclusive. You don't believe me, do you? I sure as hell want to. This will be huge for me if we do find something. Come on, let's see what we've got here. All right, so we're going to get on the computer. Earthquake. That was an earthquake. Bigger this time. Everything's fine, kids. Carry on. We in California? It's not... Nice hat. These are all the photos we have. I transferred them to the PC like you'd asked. I added in the captions my mom had written for them in the albums. Hopefully that helps. Great. Let's see what we can find here, shall we? Okay, hi there. Welcome to Spectral Aware. Spectral Aware is a tool that helps you hunt for hidden anomalies, specters, and ghosts in photos and videos with the help of a variety of filters and exposure settings. Playing with the different settings and see if anything shows up. Spooky. This handy guide can help you identify what kind of haunting you're looking at. If you see something, mark it as haunted and select an anomaly type from the checklist. Otherwise, if you don't see anything, mark it as safe. Okay, so this is safe. This is something's wrong with it. Remember, hauntings are rare. Most photos don't contain a haunting. Not sure what kind of anomaly it is? Check the guide. But remember, once you've made a choice, you can't go back until the analysis is complete. So make sure you've got it right before hitting submit. Happy haunting! Okay, so let's check out the guide. So, introductions. Thank you for installing Spectral Aware 2.1. This guide will help you get started with analyzing and identifying paranormal phenomena hidden in photographic and video media. Videos. Included within is an index of the most commonly reported photographic anomalies, apparitions, simulacrums, strange lights, and more. Oh, we have all the skills for all this. We have seen these all a million times before. We are going to ace this. Along with the recommended techniques for exposing each one by using Spectral Aware 21. Okay, not all manifestations are visible immediately. You'll need to tweak filters and exposure settings to make them visible. Spectral Aware 2.1 is designed to help in this process. This guide is your Bible for identification. Remember, you must categorize each anomaly correctly for an accurate diagnosis and next steps for an exorcism if needed. Additional filters and pages are still downloading, but you can begin using the software immediately. Refer to the index page to begin. Happy hunting. Okay, so apparitions are the most recognizable indicators of paranormal presence. Commonly referred to as ghostly figures, these human-like forms may manifest in a variety of ways, and not all are as obvious at first glance. Common indicators of apparitional activity include figures and silhouettes, unidentified individuals, or doppelgangers. Oh, I see right there in the background. There's like a ghost face. Okay, 1A, figures and silhouettes. So ghostly figures appear in many forms, often taking the shape of translucent human silhouettes. They may resemble known individuals, but most reports describe them as strangers, likely tied to the history of the location where the image was captured. It's possible to mistake a living person for a ghost due to long exposure in cameras. Humans leave duplicates of themselves in case of movement, but true ghost apparitions are singular. Okay, so this photo was taken a month after the subject's sister passed away. Behind her, a faint translucent form resembling her sister can be seen. Oh yeah, right there. There's the chin, the neck. Yeah. Detection. Since they're semi-transparent, apparitions often blend into shadows or overexposed areas. Adjust exposure and contrast to make them visible or invert the image to its negative. In videos, scrub carefully as they may fade in and out of view. Apparitions may also leave cold spots, so a thermal filter does a good job at catching their presence. It says, disclaimer, suggested methods are only starting points. Each photo is unique and different techniques may be required. Don't hesitate to experiment. So it says increasing contrast and exposure and using a negative filter helps surface the barely visible apparition of a man standing at the top of the stairs. Yeah, I see him right there. There's his legs, his hand. Wild. Okay, 1B, unidentifiable individuals or doppelgangers. So ordinarily there'd be nothing unusual about that photo bomber in the back, except you took this photo in your home and no one else was there. These might appear normal, but they couldn't have been present when the image was captured. They may even appear incompletely formed as disembodied limbs, heads, or other body parts. They may even resemble someone you know, posing as if they belong. Your brother who lives in another country, a friend long deceased, or someone already in the photo twice. Okay, so it says Mrs. Chang's daughter took this photo of her only to notice her father clearly visible in the background. After developing it, but Mrs. Chang was away in London at the time. Mr. Chang was away in London at the time. The anomaly take its form to appear safe and familiar in case it was seen. Okay, so I'm assuming they're talking about this right here because I don't see anything back here, but the gentleman back there. Okay, detection. Observe closely to catch these anomalies. Check the date and location of the footage. Does the subject belong? Check for extra hands or limbs hiding in plain sight. Doppelgangers appear fully formed, so filters or images adjustments are rarely needed to detect them. Okay, and here we've got somebody in the background. It says the father of the girl in the foreground took this photo on a private property with no one else present at the time. Only after development was the faint figure behind the shed wearing historical clothing of Victorian style was noticed. Okay, so entry 1C, apparition C, downloading additional module content. Please check back later. Okay, so this is very much like that home safety hotline. We would slowly open up more things to look into as the game went on. Okay, 2, impossible events. Not many things are as chilling as seeing a fully formed ghost in a photograph, but hauntings are often manifest in more subtle ways. Sometimes it's simple. It's something that simply defies logic. Anything that makes you goes, wait, that doesn't make sense, goes under this category. Common indicators of impossible events include autonomous objects or world inconsistencies. So taking a closer look, one can see that looks like a car in the sky emerging from behind the hotel building in the background. Okay, so right there we have a car that would be considered an impossible event. Autonomous objects, these usually involve inanimate objects, hinting at a possible poltergeist activity. Floating objects are the most common, but anything that defies the law of physics falls under this category. When reviewing videos, watch for objects that move or shift on their own without any visible cause. This tree was struck by lightning over a year ago, leaving just a stump behind. In this photo, taken a few months ago after the incident, the missing part can be seen again, floating a few meters above where it once stood. Okay, I think it's talking about this one here. It's missing this part. There's also a weird person in the background. Detection. It's easy to dismiss these as natural phenomena, like an object dropped or thrown by someone. Check whether there's a logical source, and if the motion makes sense within the scene. These can mostly be deduced with the naked eye. So this would be easy to dismiss for a frisbee, if the photographer and his son weren't the only ones on the beach at the time. Wild. Okay, world inconsistencies. These are glitches in reality and can manifest in a variety of ways. A clock with extra hands, snow in the desert, or rain indoors. These may immediately stick out as not belonging to a scene or natural objects, but with unexpected scale or form. If you find yourself stuck trying to make sense of what you're seeing, it's likely a world inconsistency anomaly. So taken in a landlocked region miles away from any coastline, this photo shows a wall of water in the background. Even if the ocean were nearby, the horizon is too high in the sky to be natural. Oh yeah, right there. Detection. If you're unable to explain it logically, it's probably a world inconsistency anomaly. Mostly you can easily spot these without any filters or manipulation, but exposure settings can help reveal them if they're hidden in the shadows. So at first glance, it looks like a quaint photograph with a deer in the background until you realize its proportions don't make sense as it towers over the shed like a creature from a dream. Yeah, that's a huge deer compared to these kids. Like, if he was standing up here, you probably would just see his legs. Okay, and that looks like that's all we have right now. So we have apparitions, anomalies that are autonomous, I believe. Autonomous. I can't say that one. And then world inconsistency. So if it's a world inconsistency, it's something that doesn't make sense within the world. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. This is May 11th, 2001, Eli in Mexico. Okay, so we can zoom in. Oh, that's neat. We can take in the full photo. We can zoom out. We can scroll in and out. Easier. I would do that instead of just doing the plus and stuff. Okay, now it did tell us that 9 times out of 10, there's not going to be a haunting in it. So let's go ahead and we're going to mess with the exposure. Okay, nothing stands out with that. Contrast. And we can't use this one just yet. So let's kind of... Okay, I don't think there's anything... Nothing weird with this one. Yeah, I think this one's good. I think it's safe. Okay, August 25th, 1987, Rob, newborn Eli, and I, 3 days after Eli's birth. Some creepy eyes. It does look almost real, though, other than the eyes. We have 5 hands here. That's mom's, or 5 fingers, I mean 5 hands, good lord. 5 fingers. Because I do know that sometimes doppelgangers can have more digits than a normal human. Honestly, on looks, it looks fine. Nothing stands out. Okay, I think this one's safe too. Nothing's standing out to me, so that's safe. August 22nd, 1999, birthday boy waiting for his favorite breakfast. Okay, now I noticed something here. I don't know what that is, though. It stays in it, whatever it is. Wait, is it... It's like a weird shadow. And whatever this is not normal here. Is that like an object moving? I think this is haunted. Apparition or impossible event. Additional modules are being downloaded. I think it's an impossible event. It looks like something moving. I don't think it's an apparition, so we'll go with that one. Okay, November 24th, 1988. Baby Eli helping out in the kitchen. He had little clogs. I mean, first glance, this looks normal. Yeah, I see a reflection here, which is easier to see when that's all turned off. I think this one's normal. I don't notice anything standing out, so I'm going to say this one's safe. Oh, I could see it already. Looks like there's somebody back there. Okay, September 12th, 2002. Me at home. Photo taken by Eli. You see now, I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it. Also, why is the phone off the hook? Plus, I noticed some music came in. You see that? Oh yeah, right there. You can see it really good just doing it there. If it's too bright, you can't. If it's too dark, his face disappears. But he's right there. Right there. You can see it really good there. Not when we do that. Let's try it in negative. Can kind of see the form. Disappears. Yeah, right there. That's really good right there. That is an apparition. What the? Mom? Dude, Eli, what's up with your mom? Oh no! Gam Gam! Oh my god, Grandma! What happened? What is wrong with me? Oh god! Relax, Tom, it's fine. She's fine, she just fell. Fine? She's not fine. Your mother's right, she just needs rest. Shouldn't we call a doctor? An ambulance, maybe? The baby's just over there sitting. Oh man, I have a feeling that kid's gonna be creepy. An ambulance? Come on now, don't get so worked up. You always worry too much. Everything's fine. She's just like laying there blinking at the ground. I can't do anything right. Oh god. Breathe, Tom. Long breaths. Everything is fine, okay? I've told you all before, something is wrong here in this house. Oh, don't start with your ghost stories again now. Will everyone just relax? Hey man, can you get a print of that last photo we saw? We should show it to them. Is somebody gonna like pick Gam Gam up off the floor? Grandma, I'd help you, but they won't let me pick you up. Mom still hasn't cleaned that spot. It's the same stuff on the TV. Do we print it with the adjustments? Because I can't see it from there. Do we have inventory? We do not. No. Mom, take a look at this photo. Do you see it now? My photo. What am I supposed to be looking at here? Don't you see it? We were alone that day. There's a face. Huh? I don't see anything. Why don't you get back to your games? We'll get Grandma to bed. Go on now. It's not fine. Everything is not fine. She just won't admit it. I don't know why. We really need to find some photos with clear evidence now, if we're going to convince them. I don't know why. I feel like things are about to get much worse very soon. Like, are we about to have a storm? Because it is windy out here. My head's through the blinds again. What'd you do, man? Did you push Gam Gam out of her wheelchair? You bastard. Yeah, why was he like, oh, it's all my fault. What did I do? Is it a bathroom or a closet? It's got a different handle than the other ones. There's also an upstairs. Was there something on the wall up there, or is that just the paint? Yeah, there's like weird stuff on the walls. Oh man, I have a feeling we're going to be roaming this house at some point. Hope we're not spending the night making good spaghetti. I was like, wait a minute, what's that bug? Okay, let's get back to it. I get sidetracked. Okay, guide entry unlocked spectral forms. Now this one, it had one that was... It said it was missing, I thought. And it was like, oh yeah, it's... There it is. Download additional module content. So apparitions, part C. Okay, spectral forms. A haunting presence may appear on camera in the form of wispy, mist-like shapes or dark, unidentified shadows. These differ from apparitions in that they appear gaseous and lack texture or clear definition, with soft, faded edges. Common indicators of spectral forms include mist and shadow figures. So here's a mist form, and we have a shadow figure right here. Okay, so mist. Mist appears cloudy, gaseous forms reminiscent of the classic image of a spirit. They may have a faint human outline or appear completely formless. They lack features and are usually white or pale in color. Typically invisible to the naked eye, they tend to reveal themselves only in photos and videos. Their movement is visibly intentional, making them distinct from natural mist or fog. Skeptics attribute their appearance to smoke or fog, but this can be dismissed if there is no logical source for the anomaly. Faint mist-like streaks can be seen on either side of the child with no clear source. At the time of the photograph, he seemed visibly distracted, entranced by something just out of frame. The mist, however, only appeared after the photo developed. So right there. Detection. Lowering exposure and increasing contrast can help separate mist from bright backgrounds. A negative can reveal them as darkened patches, and a thermal filter can detect the cold spots they leave behind. To rule out natural causes like fog, check whether the mist behaves logically. Does it have a clear source? Does it move around in a conscious manner? Okay, and then shadowy figures. Shadowy figures are mist darker counterparts. Like mist, they lack defining features such as faces, clothing, or color variation. They absorb light rather than reflect it, remaining dark even when directly under a light source. They may appear semi-transparent and smoky, or completely solid and black, sometimes shaped like a human figure and other times formless. This unnatural interaction with light is what separates them from ordinary shadows, such as those cast by the photographer or someone outside the frame. So I think that would be right here, maybe, because it's a lot different than that side. This famous photograph by world-renowned urban photographer Marcus Klein has sparked endless debates since its publication in 1995. Many theories have been proposed, but the unmistakable human-like figure on the right side of the frame remains hard to explain to this day. Okay, detection. While increasing exposure and contrast will not reveal any features, it can help separate these figures from the background. Like with mist, thermal and negative filters are particularly helpful here. Also, carefully assess whether any visible shadow could realistically belong to a person off camera, or if there's any logical source for natural shadow. Okay, so Thomas, Mom, Dad, and I don't remember where this is from. Oh, God, Granddad, your face is horrifying. I mean, just looking at people's old photographs is kind of unsettling, you know, and it's not yours. Okay, this looks, I think this one's safe. Because that's just their shadows in the background. And, you know, like this at the beginning, there's not always going to be something. So I think this one's safe. 1958, Mom, sometime just before she got married. This is a little bit lighter. I think there's something in this one. Uh-huh. Right there. Right there. It shows up a little bit better there. And you can really see it in the exposure. Oh, right there. There was a good one. Oh, there's a good one of it. You can pretty much see it. Yep, there's a mist figure in this one. Apparition, it's a spectral form. Because an apparition, right? Yeah, spectral form. So that is part of the spectral forms. That's what I thought. Okay, September 26, 1940, Grandpa Elias during the war. Okay, nothing stands out initially. I see something here, but I think that's supposed to be smoke from the pipe. Yeah, I think this one's safe. I don't see anything, nothing standing out. There's no extra limbs, no shadows, no nothing. So this one's safe. Okay, 1957, Dad at his new job in the factory. Okay, so this is his shadow here. Okay, nothing stands out initially. Is there something there? I'm not sure on this one. Okay, I don't think anything's standing out. I thought I saw something in the background, but this is going to be one of those games where because you're looking for things, you're going to start thinking you see things. Whether they're there or not. I'm trying to look all around. It's a pretty busy picture. Yeah, I think it's okay. I don't see anything in it. I think this one's safe. Hey there, looks like you've uploaded your first video. Nice. When analyzing videos, it's important to get a hang of media control buttons. Something spooky can be hiding in any frame. The anomaly categories are the same as these as those in photos, so you can make sure to check the guide whenever you're stuck. And as always, happy haunting. So nothing new open, correct? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to watch it first. So video clip, March 21st, 2002. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and, like I said, watch it first. Looks like the dad's sitting there. Why do they have a video camera there? That seems kind of odd. Okay, so then Eli walked in and sat down to watch TV. Okay, I didn't see anything. And more than likely, since this is our first video, there's probably not going to be anything. Although, it's a very dark circle there, isn't it? That could just be from the lighting, though. Yeah, that's our light. Mm-hmm. Kind of do stuff while it's playing. See if anything steps out. Yeah, now I'm not noticing anything. Can I just jump to where Eli is? Yeah, we got the fan moving. I don't see anything. I think it's safe. 1920s, great-grandparents and grand aunt, possibly taken a few days after immigrating. Oh, that's wild. Why did the music just happen? Yeah, all the legs make sense. I was gonna say, because with her cut off... Not seeing anything. I think it's pretty normal. Man, I really love this game. I'm so sad that it's just a demo right now. Yeah, I think this one's safe. I'm not noticing anything, at least nothing's standing out to me. I've tried to look up here and all over, so I think this one's safe. 1920s, great-grandpa, grand-aunt, and file name corrupted. Great-grandpa, grand-aunt, and... that would imply that there's only one other person. Because if it wasn't, it would have like a comma there. Why is she so faded? Is it just me? She looks faded. Granted, it could be the old picture, but... ooh, that's kind of wild looking. With this one in the negative. Oh, lordy. She disappeared. Oh, that was creepy. That's creepy. Even Dad looks creepy in that one. Yeah, she's gone. So this is definitely haunted. This would be an apparition. Okay, August 12th, 1966, at the church with Mom and Dad. Wait a second. What it... whose hand is that? Looks like there might be two, like somebody's behind her. Because this is Dad's hand, this is Dad's hand. This is Mom's hand. That's Mom's hand. That is wild. We got a doppelganger. Or could be considered an apparition, because they did say sometimes body parts show up. But, that, I mean, that's not disappearing, and there are too many hands. Yeah, I think apparition, impossible event, spectral form. It would be considered an apparition. Yeah, because there's too many hands in there, right? Apparition is the doppelgangers, correct? Like extra body parts. Yeah, incomplete forms as disembodied limbs, heads, or other body parts. Yeah, that's an apparition. I'm positive. There's too many hands in that picture. Guide entry unlocked. Simulacra. Can we have March 8th, 1980 at the pier with Rob just after our wedding? Okay, simulacra. Presence may reveal itself by forming the likeness of a face or a human-like figure with trees, clouds, or man-made structures like floors and walls, often resembling religious iconography. Iconography. I can't say that word. These manifest of their own accord, further evidence of the unexplained breaking into our rational world. Common indicators of simulacra include faces, figures, and silhouettes. So perhaps the most recognizable instance of simulacra, the Belmese faces appeared on the floor of a house in Spain where human-like discoloration emerged on the tiles. Their unexplained appearance have made them one of the most debatable paranormal phenomenon of the 20th century. So faces. For centuries, faces have appeared on walls, tree bark, and even burnt toast. The idea immediately recalls the Shroud of Turin, which is perhaps why many instances of simulacra or pareidolia, the tendency to see faces and random patterns, seems to be religious in nature. These faces often resemble people who may have had a connection to the location, someone who once lived there, or someone who's someone still buried beneath it. Okay, so in 1912, a sailor named Edward Reed was murdered by the shores of Greywater Cove, Maine. It is said that a face resembling his likeness continued to appear in the waves for nearly a year after his death, and only stopped after January 8, 1913, the day his killers received the death penalty. Detection. These faces tend to blend in the texture of a wall or other surfaces to make them clearly visible. Increasing contrast may help, but make sure to observe the media carefully, as these often hide in plain sight. Okay, because see, like right here, you can see it very easily. In some cases, viewing the negative may further separate the face from its background. So a face bearing a striking resemblance to the Shroud of Turin appeared on the side of a building in Barcelona, Spain on April 4th, 1999, on Easter Sunday. Visitors flocked to the location, placing candles and shrines on the street below, convinced it was a clear sign of a miracle. This continued until 2001, when vandals defaced the site with graffiti, forcing the municipality to repaint the building. Undeterred, the faithful continued to visit the site with offerings to this date. Then figures and silhouettes. While faces are immediately recognizable to human psyche, simulacra can appear more subtly in the natural world. This requires a bit more work and observation to identify. While similar to apparitions or shadows in their silhouette-like form, these anomalies are distinct in that their shapes emerge from natural objects, such as clouds, trees, or water. This photograph shows the fountain spray taking on startling likeness of the Madonna with Child, formed in the fountain that typically shoots straight up without aberrations. The photo caused quite a stir when it was released to the public. Detection. Detecting human figures hidden in plain sight requires careful observation. Filters and exposure settings are usually not needed for these, but raising the exposure can help in the case of dark, unexposed photos. The clouds take on the shape of a man with a mane and a beard, or a woman looking down at her child. Okay, so like usual, it seems like whenever we get something new, we don't really see it in the first photo, so this one's probably okay. I'm not seeing anything on first glance. Yeah, I think this one's safe. I don't see anything. Okay, so we have another video clip, 02 of March 22nd, 2002. So we're going to watch it fully before we... Oh, that started moving. And then it like stopped immediately. Yeah, so there's definitely something there, because that's not seen as how it's not moving before with the fan on. This would be an impossible event. Filter unlocked. Night vision. Interesting. Okay, so we have December 17th, 1987, dad with baby Eli. Aw. Okay, nothing on first. On first looks. Not noticing anything. No extra body parts. Nothing in the background. Night vision's mostly going to be for probably the videos would be my guess. So I think this one's safe. Okay, June 15, 1998, Eli with mom and dad. Oh, I think I see it already. There's a face there. That looks like a face. Yeah, it definitely doesn't go away. Still looks like a face in the negative. So I think that's haunted. I think it's a simulacrum. Simulacra. Okay, so video clip 03, March 26, 2002. So let's go ahead and we're going to watch it before we do anything. See a little movement over here? This looks like Eli's room. Okay, let's try and... Oh. Oh, that's wild. Yeah, there's definitely somebody there. Eli? Oh, Eli. Yeah, we can only see it with the night vision. Okay, that is a... That's a... Oh, is that an aspiration? Is that an apparition or a spectral? I think it's a shadow, but it could be an apparition. Because I see a face. But it might just be a spectral form. Let's go with that one. Okay, September 7th, 2002, Mom and I at home. Okay, it looks normal first glance. mean, this part over here would be perfect for something to pop up, but I'm not seeing anything. So I think this one's normal. Hey man, come take a look at this. Okay, and then we got another video clip of the 7th, March 20th, 2022. Hey, check this out. I want to show you something. Eli, did you watch that video? This dude was standing right here. Ooh, eavesdrop. I can't. I wish Mary could take care of her. She's always been good at this. I wish we'd never had her. I'm sorry. I just feel like the world's going to explode. I don't know if I can do this anymore. No, I've run out of them. Yeah, I'll run to the drugstore and get more. Thanks, and sorry. Is he talking about the baby? You dillhole. Little thing. A dad that doesn't want her. Maybe that's why you're haunted, jackasses. Yeah, Mom? It's bleeding and there's worms. It's not helping. What the hell? You see? See what I told you? That's just not normal. What are you two doing here? Eli, what's wrong with you? Why would you show something like this to a guest? But Mom, remember what I told you about the worms in the bathroom? This isn't normal. This is the last time I'm telling you. I don't want to hear about your ghost stories anymore. Son, you should know better. Come on, you know how he gets, don't you? Now go. I have some cleaning up to do. Come on, man. This is hopeless. Go away. You shouldn't see this. Dude, do you see this? Here, give me the baby. I'm getting out of here. Can I leave? I think Mom's blocking the door. Gam. Where are you? Guess we're back in his room again. I know her. They're not going to listen to us. Even if we show them the photos, they'll say it's the software adding them in. Just because we're kids. What now? We can do something ourselves. What? Get rid of whatever is haunting this house. Exorcise it. How? So the software. It'll give us a final result once we categorize all the photos. What result? The right exorcism process for whatever entity is haunting this house. I hope this works. Oh, and that's the end of the demo. No, don't do this to me. I was enjoying myself so much. Okay, so thank you for playing the Shutter Story demo. I truly hope you enjoyed this early look at the game. If you have any feedback, you can let me know what you thought using the form below. And please wishlist the game on Steam. If you like the demo, it really, really helps the game do well on launch. Psst, you found 8 out of 8 hauntings. You missed 0. One of those were correctly marked haunted, but with the wrong category type. It was probably that last one I did. It was probably actually an apparition. Note, the score is just for the demo, and the full game will have different ways of conveying correctness %. Okay, so wish list on Steam, feedback form, main menu, quit. Okay. All right, everyone. So that was Shutter Story. Oh man, that makes me want the game so bad. I think it said on the Steam site that it doesn't come out till second quarter of 2026. So we've got some time to wait before it comes out, but I am definitely excited for it. And I can't wait to see the full game. I'm really curious how this is going to work. I'm curious about the next video because that had something to do with on the steps. And I mean, it was just, it was amazing. I just now noticed this little note here. It says, note, all photos are manually edited, not generated. So those are actually real photos is what I'm taking that to understand of that. That's interesting. So it's not AI photos, which, I mean, you see so much of anymore. But, oh man, devs, I cannot wait. I'm looking forward to this. It looks really good. I can't wait to see how it's going to work. I'm also curious, is it going to have, replayability? Like, are there going to be different apparitions, that we have to figure out, or entities, to exercise and stuff like that? But I really cannot wait. So let me know what you thought of Shutter Story in the comments down below. What was your take on it? Did you enjoy it? Would you like to see it? I'll leave a link in the description to the demo on Steam if you're interested in giving it a try yourself. I definitely thoroughly enjoyed it, and I can't wait for the full one. So please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.